Now let's look at some worked examples on the application of cosine formula. Suppose we have a triangle like this. It is an obtuse angled triangle. And we have to find the value of P in this triangle. Now, the first thing is the vertices of these triangles are not labeled. So, I might try to label them first. Let me try to call this angle P. Since this side facing this angle is called P. So let me call this angle P. I can call this angle Q and call this R. Labeling the triangle as triangle PQR. Now, if I want to write or state the formula, that's the cosine rule, as regards triangle PQR, and I'm trying to calculate the side P, that means I can write this as the square of P equals to, we have the other sides as Q and R. That means I can write this as Q squared plus R squared minus 2QR cos the angle at P. It's very easy to write. So even though the triangle is not labeled ABC, you can simply label them using any of the variables or letters and as well write the formula with respect to the given variables. Now, the next thing is to substitute the values we have for each of these parameters. So the first one is P squared. Of course, that's the side we are trying to calculate. Equals to Q, in this case, will be 5. And just put 5 raised to the power of 2. And R, this is the side facing the angle R, as 3 squared. Minus 2 multiplied by Q, Q is given as 5. And R as 3, because the angle at P is 102 degrees. Now, we need to simplify further. That means we still have our P squared as square of 5 is 25 and the square of 3 is 9 minus 253, the product will give us what? As 30. Now, the cosine of 102. 102 is an angle in second quadrant. And if you remember the quadrant very well, 102 is in second quadrant, but values of cosine in the second quadrant are always negative. So we can convert that to first quadrant. That will give us negative the cosine of 180 degree minus 102, which is 78 degrees. All right. So simplifying further, we should have the sum of 25 and 9 as 34 minus 30. Then our cosine of 78, the cosine of 78 should give us, can get that from our calculator. So let's check. So the cosine of 78, we have that as 0.3387. Okay, let's try to check the cosine of 102 also. Okay, minus 0.3141. All right. So this is 0. And the cosine of 78, you can get that as from our calculator. Cos 78. So we have that as 0.2079. Of course, our minus will still be there. Let's not forget. Okay. So the product of these two now, we have 34 minus times minus to give us plus. multiplying 30 by 0.2079 should give us 6.237. Alright, so we find the sum of these two numbers. That gives p squared as 34 plus 6.237. It gives us 40.24. This is to 2 decimal places. So we have that p can now be the square root of 40.24, and finding square root of 40.24 should give us 6.34 in centimeter. So that means the third side, or the side QR of this triangle, is 6.34 centimeter to 3 significant figures.